So, final part of November 20th birthday decode. So, Scorpio is Set, Libra, Ma'at. You want to look into those god and goddesses because those are the god and goddesses that represent November 20th, which is air and water signs. And Joe Biden is a famous November 20th birthday. There's a movie called Gods of Egypt. Toph was played by Chadwick Boseman. Came out 226. Definitely go watch this movie. For the god Set, this is the actor right here, so pay attention to the god Set. Set is married to Nephthys. They have a son named Anubis. This is Anubis right here. So Nephthys has a twin sister. Her name is Isis, so pay attention to this actor in the movie right here. Isis is Taurus. Nephthys and Isis are twins. Nephthys is a Pisces. Taurus is Isis. Horus is the son of Isis and Osiris, which would make Set be the uncle of Horus. Horus represents the blue eye of Horus, if you've seen Egyptology. The eye of Ra is for like Leo, for Ra the god. So again, you're Set and you're married to Nephthys. So Scorpio married to Pisces. So Nephthys, which is Pisces, Set, which is Scorpio, have a son Anubis, which is Cancer. So if you're around a lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, this is your first family. The second family you could be around is Osiris, Aries, Isis, Taurus, and Horus, Sagittarius, or anybody born in December. So if you're around Aries, Tauruses are December people. Sagittariuses, Capricorns, Ophiuchus is because this is your nephew Horus. This is your sister-in-law, and this is your brother-in-law Osiris. So you could press pause and read about Osiris. Osiris is like the Wizard of Oz. So whenever you see Wizard of Oz, think Osiris. Of course, married to Isis. There's more about Osiris right here. Okay, so Set had actually terminated his brother-in-law because he thought his brother-in-law was messing with his wife. Twin towers, just think they're twins. They're identical twins. Isis and Pisces and Taurus are Nephthys and Isis. They are like twins, so think twin towers. So they switched beds to see if their husbands would recognize which one was who. Of course, the husband Set was like, yeah, you're not my wife. Even though you're identical twins, I know it's not you because you're energy. So he's like, where's my wife? So Taurus, Isis, was like, well, Nephthys, Pisces is in bed with my husband, Osiris, Aries. So he was like, so basically Nephthys is with Osiris in the bed. You better get her here because I'm a Scorpio. I like to settle the score, but I don't like playing games. So Nephthys ended up getting pregnant. So then, of course, Set was like, oh, you're pregnant now? Whose baby is it? Because you were just with homeboy the other day, Osiris. Baby came out with blue eyes. Osiris has blue eyes. Set and Nephthys do not have blue eyes. They have brown eyes. So then they think, Nephthys Set is like, yo, that's not my son. So the son was the Cancer Anubis. He's like, that's not my son. He has black hair and blue eyes, so that's not my son. But there's recessive genes. Recess, like when you go outside and you play and it's blue skies and white hair. Those are recessive genes. So basically, you could be like Drake. Drake has a son. His son is blonde hair and blue eyes. But Sophie, Drake's baby mama, she got brown eyes and brown hair. He got brown eyes and brown hair because their parents have those genes that they pass down. So it could be anywhere in their ancestor's gene and his ancestor's gene that make blue eyes, not just Osiris. Horus has blue eyes. So Set terminated his brother-in-law. So with Osiris out of the way, Isis can have a baby. So the twins with Anubis, they go look for the body of Set. The first time, Osiris was put in a box by Set. Set said, go in this box. It's a game. But really, it was a coffin. So the twins found the body in the coffin. And next to a tree, they sat with the body of Osiris. Set finds them and his supposed son, Anubis, with the body. Like, why would you help them find the body of a guy? Like, that's probably is your father, for real, for real. So then he takes the body of Osiris and chops it in 13 pieces. Some say 14, but there's one piece missing. So that piece is his mandingo. So they have to resurrect his mandingo. And that's why it's kind of like the story of Mary and, Jesus, and how Jesus had Joseph, but that wasn't his father, it was God. So think Isis does get pregnant, has a baby named Horus, but there's no father. There's God. The Osiris God was the father. So same type of story, even like the being born in December. The resurrection of Christ was in April. April's Aries, April Fools, the jack in the box. They put the jack in the box, So just think Saturday Night Live when Justin Timberlake did the Jack in the Box and he put his Mandingo in the box as a gift. Same thing. So they resurrected Osiris, around Aries time, which is Easter time, which is resurrection of Christ, but it's more like the resurrection of Mandingos. Okay. So when you think about Wizard of Oz, think about Dorothy. Nephthys has THY in it. Also, there's a red door. Nephthys as a Pisces. So the door of Nephthys would be like how they would find Osiris, because Nephthys is really good at finding spirits. So Pisces, if you're Pisces out there, Pisces are very good at finding spirits. They dream a lot. They see people pass away. They could see it ahead of time. So they could go in spiritual realm and they could find Osiris energy in order to make the baby, which was Horus Sagittarius or Capricorn Ophiuchus energy. So Dorothy, that's why Kansas City Chiefs, that whole thing, there's a lot going on, but that's another video. So like I said, this is your first family and this is your second family. So if you're around Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, December, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, just look around, look at your family and be like, oh, all y'all signs is matching up, because this is the families that travel together. A lot of times a Taurus will be with the Scorpio and be like, but it just ain't working, because they never were together. They were just very close. They were like sister-in-law and brother-in-law. And same with these three against the other three. So just think like Taurus, the bull, the constellation. So the last thing you want to do is look up the events and religious holidays on your birthday, because those are portals that are important, because you might see these religious holidays, or they might be doing some sacrificing on these holidays and your energy might be used. So you want to know what happened on those days. Go to Wikipedia, put in your birthday, November 3rd. Don't include the year. It'll just tell you November 20th, every day, everything that came on. So think November 20th is the 324th day of the year. That's important. 41 days remaining to the end of the year. You might see those numbers a lot. And just go through what is familiar to you, what seems like something you might have dreamed of or was interested in, and look into it deeply by yourself. I'll go through a few that was interesting that caught my eye. And you can press pause and read, like the Framingham mine disaster. They have something about the Red Power movement. So look into that, about Native Americans and Alcatraz. They had the Geneva Declaration of the Rights of the Child. They had something happening with the Cuban Missile Crisis. AT&T. They had its like antitrust suit, and that was one of the dates that was important for its Bell system. Lufthansa Flight 540 crashed. Windows, one of the programs, 1.10, came out. Look up this guy right here. Lots going on with him. Can't tell you what it is, but just look up this guy right here. Windsor had a castle fire. The gnarly building fire over in British Hong Kong. These are the holidays. Like I said, go into all of them. The escape room with the same thing. If you see any saints on there, you want to look into them, because a lot of times saints are based off people and people are astral traveling. So you want to see if they're, the people that you want to talk to. So look up this guy right here. Solemnity of Our Lord Jesus Christ, King of the Universe. Anchileto Gonzalez Flores. He passed away, was born this day, passed away this day, but 11/20 is an important day for him. A lot of times they have feast days, even if that's not their birthday or death day, it's a feast day. Right here, Religious Sister Foundress, same thing, look up that. November 20th is also Transgender Day of Remembrance. It's also World Children's Day, so we have the other holiday with the children as well. Or the founding of the children's rights. Black Awareness, Black Consciousness Day in Brazil. So November 20th in Brazil, it's about Black History Month in a day, about the Black community. So one more part is we have to look into Ma'at, because Ma'at is the other goddess that I need to mention. Ma'at is a Libra. Think a woman wears a bra. Li is for lithium, and think about the library. So there's a woman that likes to read people or read books. So a lot of Libras may read people immediately or also read books. That's what I think about when I think Libra. Ma'at is usually associated with Hathor and Ra. Hathor is Virgo, Ra is Leo. So if you hang around with Leos and Virgos, it's because your 13th sign is Ma'at. And you can press pause and read about that. So you could Google more about Ma'at, but here's more. Ma'at, I think about math. So you're probably good at math because you're Ma'at energy, but things don't add up. When things don't add up, y'all be reading people like that don't add up. Y'all are really good at reading people and figuring out the math on people. So so maybe not real math, but math on people, absolutely. You be reading people. So again, look her up online to get more information about her, which is Libra, the air sign. She has a feather. She raised a heart against a feather in the underworld.